on YouTube, it should work, right? Let me see. So now I clicked on it again. So I assume it will pick. It does. Okay, nice. I'm glad it worked immediately. So now it's loading on YouTube. So now I clicked on it. So now it's loading on YouTube. You can hear me here. So now it's loading on YouTube. You can hear me here. Damn, the delay. Okay, it works. It works. Nice. Oh my god. I was troubleshooting, guys. Sorry. But yes, what happened again? To summarize, because really, if you're not following my YouTube channel, obviously you don't really know what happened. But again, like what I started doing when I started a sharing schedule, that by the way I skipped. Like this week there is no schedule. Even though I plan to stream tomorrow too, Kuma, there should be a stream tomorrow, even though I'm not sure yet. But I want to stream tomorrow, but I didn't share a schedule this week. And the thing is that my old schedule chat room on YouTube was still active, because what I did last week when I shared my new schedule, it's just like I replace the image, the thumbnail of the chat, and then I change the date, you know. Like I always put a date on the free chat that is later, you know, way later than what it should be, you know. So I guess in a way I should try to set it up at like 1 year later, you know, so I don't have to worry about it. Now that I think about it, maybe that's what I should do. I don't know, but pretty much like I set up a date of like 1 week later, because I think to myself, okay, just before the week finish, I will change it, put my new schedule, change the date, and this chat room will still be active, and in the list of scheduled streams will always be at the end, you know, because I wouldn't want to go live on this specific stream, because it's not a stream, it is a chat room, you know. Damn, that's really confusing to explain, but and pretty much, yes, I didn't change it. So when I went live right now, it went live on the chat room. It didn't went live on the scheduled stream I had for Ordyne. Pretty much. Let me drink. Thirsty, Kuma. Anyway, guys, how are you doing? I'm doing great today, you know. Have you seen what happened these last few days in the VTuber scene? Because I want to talk a bit about it, you know. Like, even though it could be seen as Eureka rambling again, I feel like I want to talk a bit about it because it is really interesting. The shoujo thing, yes, exactly. So first things first, I want to say something. I want to fucking say something, guys. I told you so, Kuma. I told you so. To me, it's like the first reaction I had was vindicated. Vindicated, Kuma. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why right now. Because it's actually a long story. I mean, a long story. That's not a long story to tell. But pretty much, the story of VShoujo, it's actually interesting because it's really something that happened at a time that when VTubing was still exploding, you know. Back in 2020, 2021, pandemic times, Hololive was getting bigger in the West. They started their first generation of English VTubers. The first indie VTubers in the West started to appear and explode too. A lot of things were growing. Cons, nothing. Do you remember that? Oh my god. By the way, welcome, Borisu. Do you remember that? Do you have the pic, by the way? If you still have the pic, send it to me on Discord so I can show it. But yes, Kaisen, when she joined VShoujo, she was defending them so fucking much. And disclaimer, I want to say this. I love Kaisen, you know. I loved Coco, I love Kaisen. She will always be based on my book, you know. So really, she is one of my favorites, if not my favorite VTuber, you know, like one of my model and stuff. But really, the way she was, okay, let's use the words here, you know, like when she was defending or explaining her choice about joining VShoujo, she was literally sucking on their cocks. Like really, I will put it bluntly, you know, she was literally sucking and spitting on that twang. And I say that I love Kason to death, you know, like if anything, I'm really, like I'm a bit sad for her in a way, because she has ideals, you know. Kason is really the type of performer that wants to push VTubing forward, and that's why I relate to her so fucking much, you know. I relate to Coco, I used to relate to Coco, and I relate a lot to Kason, because she's a VTuber, obviously it's her job, she's earning a lot of money from it, even to now, she, like, a lot of money that she should have received, poof, disappeared. She will never see the color and the smell of that money. But yes, obviously it's a job, she's getting a lot of money from it, but she's mostly doing it for the love of the game. She's doing it for the love of the game, and how she has this passion regarding VTubing, and how when she joins a project, she wants to make it work. She wants to push the boundaries of VTubing forward. Pretty much what I want to do, you know. You know how I always tell you, I want to break VTubing, you know, I want to break it. That's pretty much what I want to do, you know. I think I sent it yesterday or something. Oh, let me see. I guess I can see it. I guess I can check. I can check. Oh yes, it's right here. It's right here. But yes, pretty much. First thing I told you, in 2020, late 2020, 2021, when VShoujo appeared, you know, there was this big announcement about a new VTubing company in the West, and actually the first big VTubing company in the West. And I looked at it and how it was done, announced, and pretty much the setup of it. I immediately said, oh my god, that looks fishy as fuck. That looks fishy as fuck. To me, VShoujo was always, you know how back in the day, before the VTubing days, because obviously VTubing, a big part of VTubing now is streaming, so it is deeply rooting in streaming. The music is blasting really. Oh, let me try to drop it down a little bit. By the way, welcome Pi, thank you for telling me, you know. Thank you for telling me, because sometimes I'm not even aware if a music is strong or too loud or not, but thank you. Okay, clap. Let me start again. I told you guys about VShoujo since forever. I wish I still had my VODs from back when I was streaming as Eureka version 1, but even when I started streaming as Eureka version 1, I have this memory of having this talk with people back in the day. Because there was a time, I think I talked about it in the past, you know, like I talked about it once in the past, but I did try in the past to audition, you know, not for VShoujo, but you know how in VTubing agencies, they started doing open auditions. Like for example, if you wanted to join Hololive EN, or if you wanted to join Nijisanji, I actually tried to send stuff, like to audition from it. And I remember I was talking about that in one of my streams. Actually, it was during the time where I was trying to audition for Nijisanji. By the way, welcome, Bodoke. Welcome. It's nice to hear from you again. Oh, thank you, Pi. Thank you very much. Yes, it's been some days I haven't been streaming. It's been some days, yes, but it always feels nice streaming, for sure. I love VTubing. Anyway, what I was saying again? All right, I was saying that I tried to audition for Nijisanji in the past, you know. I think it was back in 2021 or 2022, and I made a stream where I was pretty much explaining what I was doing, and I remember from the chat, obviously I don't remember who it was, you know, because I had some people talking on the chat, and they asked me, will you try to do the same thing with other agencies, like for example Vishoujo? And I remember when I read Vishoujo, I immediately said, nope. Nope, never going to happen. Never going to happen, Kuma. Just Niji, not Niji Ien. I don't remember if back then it was already, I mean, they already opened their audition for Niji English, you know. I don't remember. I think it could be, you know. But I sent stuff, you know. I sent stuff. I think the VOD of the infamous stream I made, I have it, you know. Like, I should share it at some point. There is an infamous Eureka stream I did in the past. I was playing Outlast, you know. I was playing Outlast, and people knew I was trying to record something. So I actually had a lot of people watching my stream. And when I say a lot of people, you know, I'm still a small VTuber, so it was something around like 10, 12 viewers, I think. So a bit more above my average, but a lot of people were watching. And for some reason, I was so anxious or stressed because since I was streaming with the idea of, after that, picking up the VOD and then making some kind of short compilation, you know, that I could send as a demo video, you know, to the audition, you know, because when you audition, pretty much what you should do is that you should make some kind of compilation clips about showing you how you stream, what is your character, what you are doing and stuff, and also you should send some kind of video too, you know, like you can put it in the same video, but that will serve as a introduction, you know, as an introduction to yourself. I remember how I did it is that I did it pretty much in a way like I was debuting, you know, like I was making a debut, you know, because usually when you make a debut, you talk about yourself, about what you are, about your hobbies, about your quirk. I mean, people can feel the type of VTubers you are. They didn't even ship the merch of Henya, who is pocketing all the money. Oh my god, like there's so many things that happened, you know, with this story. But I told you, when you auditioned for Nijisanji in the past, did you ever get a response? That was really interesting, you know, that was really interesting because I sent the thing, I remember via form, I sent it and I was monitoring my video, you know, I was monitoring my video on YouTube because the video, I posted it on YouTube, but unlisted or private. I don't remember if it was unlisted or private, but in the sense that you could only see it if you had the link, so nobody else could see it. And I remember I was being curious myself. I was monitoring on the YouTube dashboard every day to see if the view count would increase. Because if the view count increased, it means that someone at Nijisanji may have clicked on my video. You know what I mean? That was a way for me to gauge, to see if when you send a video like that in an audition, if people watch it or at least click on it. I remember I was monitoring, and I think it was 4 weeks later, 4 or 5 weeks later, I actually saw the view count increased, and I even got a like, you know. And really, considering my video was unlisted, that I shared it with nobody, you know, like I didn't share the video, that it was unlisted, it means that someone clicked on it, and someone even liked it. So I can't guarantee you 100% that it was necessarily someone at Nijisanji that watched the video. If anything, it's just like a YouTube quirk that randomly like they put a like on my video because I don't know, like maybe someone found about my video in a complete chaotic way. Like for all I know, I don't know, but I know that the view count and the likes number increased. So I think they saw it. Now, if you ask me, did I get a mail answer? I didn't. And obviously, I mean, I wasn't expecting it necessarily because when I did audition the first time, I mostly did it as a way to try something new, you know. I knew that back then, especially back when I was streaming as Eureka version 1, I knew, Kuma, for sure, I knew I wasn't ready. You know, like for sure. So I still wanted to try it, to push myself to do something like out of my comfort zone. But I knew that in a way I wasn't ready for it. And they probably get a shit ton of audition, especially back then, since it was still the big boom of VTubers and VTubing. They probably got a shit ton of auditions, you know, when it happens. So it's easier to just answer to people that passed the audition or that you want to make them passed in the second stage, that answering to everyone. So I didn't get an answer, but I don't feel bad or annoyed or pissed about it because to me it makes sense. And oh my god, you know me quite well. Guys, come on, you know me well. You know me so fucking well by now. When I'm annoyed, ask Borisu. Ask Borisu. You can ask Borisu if you want. When something annoys me, when I'm pissed, oh my god, I just say it, you know. I just say it. Like, I'm not the type to just, oh, that's fine, even though I'm annoyed, to hide the thing. If I was annoyed by that, I would have told you that. But obviously not, because to me it makes sense. It makes sense, Kuma. To think Eureka could have been Vox Akuma, really? I don't think so, you know. I think, honestly, if in the exceptional, low probability case, somehow I end up joining a corpo, oh my god, I won't last a year. I won't last a year. I wouldn't last a year. If it happens, oh my god, I wouldn't last a year. I know myself quite well. I wouldn't last a year. I will butt heads. I will butt heads with the execs. So I wouldn't last a year. Really. I would maybe try to control myself to stay like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months at best to get the exposition, the branding, a bit of the clout, but really, that would be so surprising if I lasted more than a year. And I say a year, oh my god. Like, when I listened, for example, not Eureka. Why do I say Eureka? She's not Eureka, she's Kaysen. When I heard Kaysen saying that she didn't get paid for not a month, a year. She didn't get paid for a year. I was like, what the fuck? What are you even saying? What are you even saying? She didn't get paid for an entire year. Me, like I'm telling you, if the check don't hit, if the check doesn't hit in after a month, I go to the CEO, I knock on their doors, and he has to explain to me what happened, you know. Like, I knock on the CEO doors, I come here, you know. Like, if he doesn't answer my calls, I took an airplane, I go to the HQ, I knock to the CEO door, and I ask, where's my money? And then maybe he will start trying to tell me, oh, I don't know, maybe you should wait, maybe you should do this, you should wait, please please understand, it's going to arrive, you should wait. I will tell them, no, like, you can't tell me that. We had an agreement. Where is the money? If you don't give me my money right now, I will get my lawyer and things can get ugly. I would do that, you know. I literally would do that. The CM Punk way, you know, pretty much. Like, do you know about CM Punk when the first time he left the WWE, had all of these things going on with suing people and stuff because they didn't take care of him when he was at the company, like he was getting sick, and the doctor wasn't even taking care of that. He sued them, you know. He sued them pretty much, you know. I remember when Konami wanted Pomu to do a song for MGS, but Niji EN management replies, "We pass." Oh yes, of course that Niji, after a few years, it happened to be kind of like a black company too. Switching to YouTube because Office Network is blocking Twitch. Watching you during work hours. Okay. Thank you very much, by the way, you know. Like, whether you people watch me on YouTube or Twitch, both are fine to me. Both are fine. I appreciate the support everywhere, Kuma. Thank you very much. Kuma. Then Mori Kalliope ended up making the song, and Kojima said he thought the Mori song was a disrespect to Metal Gear after hearing the song. Oh my god, one of the few times I will say based Kojima. Based Kojima. I don't like her songs. I know there are big Mori enthusiasts in the world. I'm not really a fan of songs, but my big hot take regarding VTuber music, I think VTuber music and VTuber songs in general, they suck, Kuma. They suck. I think they suck. I don't like VTuber music unless it's a real singer like Suise, for example. Suise is such a great singer. Her songs are so pleasant to listen to. But all this meta of VTubers singing, not a fan. Not a fan, Kuma. And I say this, don't get me wrong, I love to sing. You heard me sing in the past, you know, I love to sing karaoke. But if I had to make a music and sing, it would be so fucking cringe, Kuma, you know? Like, the only way for me to do it would be if I do it in an ironic way, you know? Like, I would do something bad on purpose, you know? But to me, VTuber songs, for the most part, they're not good music, you know? I don't know how much of a hot take it is, by the way. Like, I don't know how much of a hot take is what I'm saying right now, but yes, I really think VTuber songs, for the most part at least, they're not for me, you know? They're not for me. Some songs from time to time I like to listen, like for example the Loli song from Ui Shigule, just do the Beat Mario thing. He can't pull it off. Really? Who's Beat Mario again? Who's Beat Mario again, you know? I don't know. Also water. Need to drink. Do you think Prague will solve the population decline crisis? There is no population decline crisis, right? What are you saying, Borisu? Isn't that the other way around? Isn't the problem that we have too many people now? Like, there's no decline. Oh, yes, I remember. I remember her. Water. I don't know. I know that in Japan, Shinzo Abe, like the former prime minister that got assassinated not that long ago, he was always encouraging Japanese people to make kids, you know. And there was always this funny rumor, I guess. I don't know if it was necessarily a rumor, but this funny link that people made with anime, that every time there was an anime that would encourage like building a family, making kids and stuff, you know, an anime or an anime movie, people would say that the anime was sponsored or commissioned by the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, because people assume that since Shinzo Abe actually asked people to make kids, that since obviously anime has a big reach in Japan, you know, even more than here, you know, like everyone knows and is aware of anime in Japan, of course. Since you get those messages in anime, it's kind of like trying to tell something to people. Get pregnant, Eureka. No, I don't want to. I don't. At least right now, I don't feel like having kids. I don't feel like having kids because it's not even that I'm not ready, because I think I told it in the past, nobody is ready to be a parent. Nobody, you know. Like when you become a mother or a father, you have to learn everything on the fly. The only exception, like, because I thought about it in the past actually, you know, about the idea of having kids and what it would imply, the only exception would be if, for example, you're used to deal with kids every day. Like, for example, if your job is related to dealing with kids and babies, you know, if that's your job, you could say that in a way, you get some of the skills that are needed to be a parent, and you get more prepared, you know, some kind of preparation. And still, in this context, when you get really a mother or a father, when you become a mother or a father, it's still a big paradigm shift, you know, it's a big shift. But besides that, yes, it's not something you can get really prepared for it. But I don't want to get pregnant or to have kids because I'm feeling good for now, you know, feeling good for now. Kuma, maybe if someday I find my lover, you know, like I get really well with someone to the point I want to marry them, you know, I could announce my marriage like what Nimi did. Oh my god, that is also another can of worms, you know, that got opened when Nimi announced her marriage during this drama, you know, and people still made a drama out of it. Like, VTuber dramas are so fucking dumb, oh my god. I hate that, you know, I hate a big part of the fandom. Let me reword it. I dislike a big part of the fandom, not hate. Even though I use the word hate a lot, but I use the word to deliver a message, you know. I don't use the word because I feel it. Hello Eureka, I sent you a comment on your community post. Community post? Which one? Really? I don't even remember I was making those. Really? Let me see. Community posts? Really? Wait, Nimi Nightmare? Yes! She's getting married. You didn't know that? She's getting married. She announced it herself on Twitter. She's getting married. I'm not joking. Influx of NTR doujins of Nimi soon. Oh my god, that's exactly what I... Where's the comment? Community post. What do you mean by community post, coach? What's a community post? I don't know what's a community post. What's a community post? I don't know. Do you mean on my Twitter? Nani? Damn, I'm a chuba. I don't even know what's a community post. I don't. Drinking, Kuma. Thirsty. Thirsty. Community post is to comment. Oh. Oh, do you mean on my stream? Again, I apologize, guys, in advance, because I started streaming on YouTube not that long ago, and obviously that was a good idea to do, you know, because I wanted to increase my reach and stuff. But there are still many things I have to learn about YouTube, you know. many things. So please understand, Eureka is a slow learner, but I like to learn. So please understand. Pause. Oh, my browser, don't die. Don't die, my browser. Kuma. Yes, I don't know. When you post something on community post is to comment when you post something on community post. I still don't know what it is, sorry. If you can give me a link, I still don't know what it is. I still don't know. Kuma. Whoa, I really don't follow this stuff enough. Gotta watch you more for fresh gossip. I guess sometimes I share gossip, but honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not really that invested in a VTuber drama, you know, and stuff. It's just like when I open Twitter, since I follow a lot of people, you know, I follow a lot of VTubers, I follow VTuber fans too, and obviously people follow me, but because of that and the algorithm on Twitter, I ended up with seeing this on my Twitter, you know. I can't really avoid it, you know. That's also how I keep up to date with the gossip, you know, and the drama. But yes, before talking about that, let me finish first about VShoujo, you know, because I still have the image. First, let me see. Where's the... Can I show this? Oh, that's Shimakaze, my beloved. My beloved Kuma. Did I save the picture though? I didn't, right? I didn't. What is the red pill on why nobody left VShoujo before except Nyanners? Should I be blunt? Borisu? I can be blunt. I mean, they said it themselves. Naive and they were dumb. I told it. They were a bit dumb, Kuma. And I say this, you're saying, Eureka, but what are you saying? You're calling people dumb. Isn't that a bit rude? Isn't that a bit too much to say that? Look at the tweets the performers themselves shared. Look at the tweets. A lot of the VShoujo members shared. Many of them were telling them, I was so dumb to believe them. So it's not even me talking trash about them. It's themselves recognizing and acknowledging that they made a mistake, you know? So yes, when you ask me, Boris, why the red pill on why, like what is the red pill on why nobody left VShoujo before except Nyanners, to me, obviously there are many reasons for that. I think the first one is that VShoujo was one of the only company that was promising their performers big exposition, big merchandising money, big everything, you know, like pretty much a big fish in the town. If I have to make a comparison, I always make a comparison with wrestling, you know, because there are a lot of things that you can compare between VTubing and wrestling. VShoujo was pretty much the first big wrestling company in the West, you know, and the one that had a big reach, and the one that had a lot of connections too, at least, you know. Like, they were going on conventions, they had their booth on conventions, they started to recruit a lot of big indies, you know, like obviously Kaisen, Henya, they had Fruit, they had, didn't they have Filian at some point? Or maybe not, maybe I'm mistaking it. Like, I think it was Weibe that they had, you know. They had a lot of performers. Some of them left, like, ended up leaving, but in the grand scheme of things, they were using this strategy of recruiting a big number of big indies. And you know how it works, you know. You have a company with big names. And you are a big name. Like, let's say, for example, I was a big name. you know, I was a big name, and I was a bit naive. I see Vishoujo here, a company that already has big names, and people are joining. I would think, okay, maybe I want to get like get something from this cake, you know, like I want to bite on this cake. And I see that so many people are here already, so it seems like a good place to be. So let me join, you know. I think that's also what happened with Vishoujo, is that when people started joining, other people started to jump, to the point there even was, these last few days, there are VTubers that weren't part of Vishoujo, but they passed the last audition, you know. They pretty much had a contract with Vishoujo. They haven't debuted yet, but they were going to debut with Vishoujo. And when the thing happened, they pretty much announced on Twitter, yes, I was supposed to join Vishoujo at some point, but because of recent events, it couldn't happen. Now I can talk about it, because maybe you may have noticed that I wasn't streaming as much. I was being more inconsistent because I was busy into preparing my big debut on Vishoujo. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, you know. Like, they talk about it, not to say that necessarily that, like, not necessarily to announce that they were going to be part of Vishoujo, but to explain to their fan base why they were being more inconsistent, you know, during a certain period. Because you will always notice it. If big enough or VTuber that has a decent fan base starts to get more inconsistent in their schedules and streamings and stuff for some reason, there could be a chance, a big chance, that they either auditioned or passed the audition for a specific company, you know. That's obviously how it works. Henya a dork. Henya is a big dork, Kuma. Henya is a big dork, and I love Henya to death, you know. Pikami, I love her. Henya, I love her, you know. Henya and Kaisen, I love them, you know. I say they're dumb, like they're dorks, but I love them. Like, I say that it comes from a place of my heart. I love them. Like, it's not with the idea of being demeaning or the idea of criticizing them. I love them. To this day, I still watch Henya streams, you know. I love them. And the UFO VTubers were going to debut as an idol unit. Yes, there were many stories about it, you know. They were many stories. There were also the bug VTuber, you know. Like, there was a bug VTuber that was going to debut as Vishoujo. A lot of people, pretty much, you know. But yes, when you see this was when Kaisen, by the way, here, this was when Kaisen was explaining what were the reasons to join Vishoujo. And then you get the pros, like tech support, safety, legal support. Like, it seems like they provide a lot of support. And also one of their slogan was freedom, you know, creative freedom. And then cons, nothing. Which really, when you consider the situation today, it aged so fucking badly, Kuma. But again, Kaisen, I understand why she did that, you know. Kaisen is really the type of person, she has an ideal, you know, for VTubing. She has an ideal. That's why I relate so fucking much to Kaisen. Kaisen, she's really doing it for the love of the game, you know. She wants to push the medium forward, you know. When she says that, it's because she wants to, for her project to be a complete success, but she also wanted Vishoujo to be successful because she also wants her friends to be successful, and because Kaisen understood really quickly that VTubing isn't only about yourself, you know. It's not just about streaming yourself. It's also about making connection and building relationship with other VTubers and creating big things with other VTubers, you know. I think that's what a big thing that is actually lacking in the modern industry, at least in the West. I think that nowadays, in the Western tuba scene, people are really self-centered for the most part. Which in a way makes sense, because being a streamer, like you take care about your stuff, you do everything yourself, the branding, making your schedules, setting up your streams, working on them. It's really like a big part is about you. But they forget that you should open yourself to people and try to find and build connection to make something bigger, you know. But I feel that currently in the VTuber scene, obviously there are collabs, you know, like people are collabing on stuff, but still from my experience, because I've talked to many VTubers in the past, they're not necessarily interested or open to do more collabs, you know. They don't really see the appeal to it, but also it's just that, I don't know, you know, they're not the type to collab, pretty much. Again, water. She didn't get paid for an entire year. Kason, come on. 1 year. Do you know what 1 year is? Like, imagine not getting paid at your job for 1 entire year. Now, obviously, in the case of Kason, she has already a lot of money, you know, that she earned from her Hololive days. She also had all those collabs with Sega. So obviously, if she's smart with saving her money, I guess she can survive not getting paid for a year. But it's not because you can survive that you should accept it, that you can accept it, you know? That's really important to know, guys, you know? I feel like a lot of VTubers, ironically, and I say that I'm a fucking NEET. I'm a fucking hickey NEET, but I'm aware that if I was in their position, I would try to, pay attention to the signs, you know? And when you said, Borisio, you said, for example, nobody left except Nyaners. I think Nyaners left, but VB left really quickly. Why those people left? I think that Nyaners and VB, ironically, they were smarter, you know. They were smarter because they felt it. And maybe they were smarter because they had more experience with the business side of things. But yes, Eureka is a stinky I'm not stinky. I'm not stinky. Do you want to smell my feet right now? They're not stinky. They're not. My feet are squeaky clean, Kuma. Squeaky clean. Everything. Clean. I took a shower today, you know. Just before streaming, I took a shower. So yes. What I could... Like, I'm trying to think to gather my thoughts, because I feel like I'm forgetting things. What I wanted to say? Alright, yes. Regarding the VShoujo topic, when they appeared on the scene, immediately I was saying, yes, they're fishy, you know, I don't like them. I don't like the concept. I don't like how close they are to the idea of, you know, those streaming agencies that existed way before VTubing time, like the streamer agencies trying to recruit and gather influencers and streamers. A lot of those agencies are notorious to be really, really, really fishy, you know. Like, if you look at the history of streaming agencies, a lot of them ended up badly, you know, with fishy stories, like stories of embezzlements, like with a VShoujo, or stories of just like bad things, like scamming people, bad things, all things considered, you know, like a lot of bad things. And VShoujo always give me this vibe of just being a VTuber skin Like it's a VTuber skin of those type of agencies. But the thing is that back in 2021, when Kaisen joined Vishojo, like I don't remember if it was in 2020, 2021, or 2022, because the pandemic times are a bit blurred in my head. But when she joined Vishojo, people were surprised. They were surprised because we weren't really expecting for her to join an English company that fast, and a new company too, you know. That was a big choice to make. And I wasn't happy with that. I said, oh, I'm not sure if it's a good idea for her. But when you were criticizing Vishojo on the internet, go back in 2021. Go back in 2021. If you were trash talking Vishojo, and if it wasn't on 4chan, so the VTuber board on 4chan, because obviously on 4chan, they are always snarky and cynical, so if you go here, you will always be able to criticize anything, you know. So obviously, I'm not talking about the 4chan bubble, clearly not. I'm talking about social media and outside. If you were criticizing Vishojo, oh my god, people were saying, well, were telling you everything, you know. They were telling you, you suck, you have bad taste, you're jealous, you're just a Hololive simp, you're like, they were telling you many things, you know. I like how Face Connect is the second biggest now. Now, let me tell you something. Again, let me tell you something, because I thought about Face Connect too. Again, Face Connect, I really like Pipa, for example, you know, like from Face Connect, I used to be one of the early Pipa followers, you know, to the point I remember it quite well. In the past, I shared Pipa clips to Borisu back when she was still in her early stages, you know, like she didn't had as many viewers as she had now. She was still like in the 100, 200 viewers average, you know, on YouTube, which is already good, but it's clearly not as big as where she is now. I was sending him clips and he didn't know about Pipa at that time. He didn't know yet about Pipa. I was really one of the early Pipa followers, you know, like when I was watching her and I was sharing clips to people, even to my friends, they were pretty much discovering them, you know, pretty much. Another example I could give you would be Beatani. This one is even more niche and obscure from back in the day. But Beatani, there were times I felt I was the only one to watch her, you know. I remember the Pipa Fit thing, yes. But Pipa is really fun, I like her. I just think her fan base is insufferable. I hate, and again, not true hate, but it's to convey a word. I hate her fan base. I think Pipa fans are insufferable. That's the word. They're fucking insufferable. I don't like them. I don't want to interact with Pipa fans. Like, I'm not even joking, you know. I like Pipa a lot. I don't want to interact with Pipa fans, you know. That's the contradiction or discrepancy in my appreciation of Pipa. Second thing Eureka hated today. I hate a lot of things, I guess. Hater of the year. I hate a lot of things. But what I was talking about again? Alright, Face Connect, you know. So, prefacing this, there is a thing that I really hate. Third thing, guys. Third thing I'm hating today. There is a thing that I really hate in the VTuber industry. Pretty much. I hate this idea of making the CEO a figure, of making the CEO a character that people relate with, and pretty much trying to push the CEO, the character, as a good guy, as a guy as with us. The first people who started doing this, sorry, my English again. My English is stuttering a bit. I guess it's been a few days. The first people who started to doing this is obviously Hololive with Yagoo, you know. Like how they were pushing Yagoo as this friendly guy that had a dream of making a full team of idols, the strongest idols. How Yagoo was a nice guy that is obviously caring about his idols and stuff, you know. It started with Hololive. Then they did it with other companies, you know. They did it with Vishojo, like the CEO guy of Vishojo. I forgot his name, but his face was, you could see it everywhere. And they do it with Face Connect too. Like Face Connect, it's obviously the fish, you know. What's called the fish again? Sakana, right? Something like that, you know, like the fish. I hate that. Oh my god, I hate that. They're trying to do it like in wrestling again, you know. Remember how in wrestling, when a Vince McMahon, like WWE, a former owner, when Vince McMahon started to appear as a character in wrestling, you know, and starting to wrestle, and you had this big feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then dealing with The Rock, like Vince, which was the CEO and owner of the WWE, which was the WWF back then, started to be a character on stream. I mean, not on stream, on screen, you know, they weren't streaming, on screen. And in the context of wrestling, it is such a peculiar context, you know. Wrestling is such a peculiar medium, such a peculiar context, that in this context, it can work. It makes sense, you know, it can work, you know. And still, I think there could be some criticism related to how they do it, but in wrestling, it can work. In VTubing, though, I always thought it was a bad idea. Really. To push Yagoo as this good guy that everyone should praise and thank for everything, to push the fish as this based guy, based owner of Face Connect that is only recruiting unhinged people and being based on Red Pill, to push the Vishojo guys as the guy who pushes for freedom and wants to recruit VTubers from previous companies because they didn't have a lot of freedom, and now they're going to get freedom on Vishojo. And then you see what happens when something bad happens, you know. When something bad happens, you're dumb. You're dumb because you were the guy praising a CEO or CEO. They are corporation, guys. That is something, a red pill that you should accept. They are corporation. They're here to make money. They want to make money. No exception. Whether it is Yagoo, whether it was the Vishojo guy, like you see how he did some embezzlement, took the charity money with him, they did some fucked up stuff, whether it is the fish guy from Face Connect, everyone, they're businessmen. They want to make money. I'm not telling you that all of those guys are bad, per se. That's not what I'm telling you, but I'm telling you that it's dangerous to give a cult of personality to those people. You shouldn't give a cult of personality to those people, because if you start giving a cult of personality to CEOs like that, obviously the performers themselves, they will start playing into it, and they will start getting into some kind of relationship that I would tell you shouldn't be a relationship between a boss and the performers, you know. Because a boss is a boss, you know. A boss is a boss. He's here because he wants to make money. You have a contract for their company. He's a boss. You can try to be friendly with them, but I think it's really delicate to mix the idea of having a boss and then making him your friend, or some kind of a based guy that is praised by the community. Invisible Minami and Transparent Elise VTubers collab when? Who are those again? Who are those again? The bigger question should be, new Eureka collabs when? That would be the questions, you know. I should make collabs. So yes, a lot of yapping to say that back in the day, I was criticizing Vishoujo, and people were triggered, you know. They were telling Eureka, but Eureka, you're just like, you're spitting bullshit, Eureka. They're good. You're just a Hololive simp. You're a Korone simp, you know. You only like Korone and Pikame and Japanese Nihongo VTubers. That's why you hate Vishoujo, but you're just a hater, Eureka. You're a hater. You say they're shady, but they're not, you see. Eureka, you're a hater. Eureka, you're jealous. You're jealous, Eureka, because you're a no-name, low-viewer VTuber, and you're jealous of Vishoujo because of that. It's jealousy, Eureka. It's jealousy. They're good. They're the good guys. There is no cons. Nothing. They're the best. They give you freedom. Freedom that you can't even get at Hololive. At Hololive, you have to sign a bunch of boring papers just to stream a game. At Vishoujo, you can do whatever you want. This is paradise. This is heaven. Eureka, you are a hater. 2025, look at what happened. Told you so, guys. I told you so. Pretty much. Drinking again. Yapping a lot, Kuma. Oh, got a ping on Discord. Yes, I do. Oh my god. I do deserve a lot of things, guys. Something happening right now below my desk, but as usual, you know. My streams are quite eventful and chaotic. So the other topic I wanted to talk about today, even though like I'm just jumping from one topic to the other, is yes, it was really interesting that Nimi Nightmare announced her marriage during this drama, you know. That's pretty much what she did. She announced it, and I think the timing is actually interesting because obviously when you want to announce something big like that, but you don't want it to make too much noise, I guess. It's always a strategy to announce it during another drama, you know, something big happening. And Boris, you said, let me try to find your message. You said you were talking about Netolale Dojins of Nimisun. This concept, oh my god, I think it's such an unhinged concept, you know, that there are people, I tweeted about it, by the way, you know. Like, I shared tweets about it, because there was a tweet, there was actually a tweet, I guess I could show it to you, talking about that, you know. There was actually a tweet talking about that. But this concept of getting cucked, by VTubers don't make sense to me, you know. That doesn't make sense. It's another reason why I think the fandom, a big part of the fandom, oh my god, I don't like them. I don't like them. Like, the concept of getting cucked by a VTuber, like, what? Like, it's like, when you watch a streamer, I'm sorry. When you watch a streamer, I'm sorry. Like, it's not the best way to try to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to flirt with someone, you don't do it in a stream, you know? Like, I'm not even telling you that you shouldn't try to flirt with people, including VTubers, but when you watch a stream regularly, that's not... There is no reward at the end. Like, a big part of the fandom is like, they're watching the VTubers, and they feel like they're their girlfriends, you know, or boyfriends. And then, when you have an announcement like that, they're like, it's like their days are ruined, you know. Ruined. And I don't understand that. I just don't. To me, it's such a weird concept, because people say, they talk about getting cucked, because they say, okay, you're giving money to those people, you know. You're giving money to those people. And they say, like, I'm gonna be honest, you know, like, I'm gonna be blunt. Today, you're gonna get blunt, red pillish Eureka. Like, they're going to tell you, oh, do you see that now? You're paying for Nimi's boyfriend condoms right now. You're paying for their condoms, you know. You're paying for their lovey-dovey dinner. You're paying for their everything, you know, for the condoms, for the lube. You're paying for, like, those people are unhinged. Those people are fucking unhinged, Kuma. Those people are fucking unhinged, Kuma. Like, what? Like, what? Like, nani? I mean, why are you even sending money to people to begin with, you know? Nobody forces you to make a dono to a VTuber, you know? Nobody pushes you to make a dono to a VTuber. Obviously, when we get donos, we always appreciate it, you know? Because it's a way to show your support, because obviously, to make your stream a success, having the support of your fans by receiving donos and then using this money to improve your streams on other side of your life. That's a pretty cool concept, I think. But if you think that making donations gives you a right to have a relationship with any VTuber, and then if that VTuber announced that they're dating or have a girlfriend or boyfriend or are getting married, you're like getting cucked. That's weird. Like, what did you even think that to begin with? I once heard about gacha player complaints about getting cucked by in-game characters. Stuff is hilarious. That's the same. That doesn't make sense. People have such a weird relationship with money, you know. Like, to me, if you spend money in a gacha game or for a streamer or a VTuber with this idea that you're building a relationship, and then if something happens, you know, like you discover that they have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, you discover that they're getting married, you discover that they have kids, that they have a life, and yada yada yada. The thing you take from it is like, oh damn, I'm getting cucked. It's like, you have a problem, you know, mental problem. I'm sorry, I put it bluntly, you know. Those guys are mentally unhinged. That is not what getting cucked is. That is clearly not what getting cucked is, you know. People forget what is the definition of being a cuck, you know. Like, being a cuck is you are in an official relationship with someone, you know. A relationship that involves trust to each other. You love each other. You're in a real relationship with a real person, a person that you can touch, that you can feel. You have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend, and then that person starts doing things behind your back with other people, you know. Like, for example, your girlfriend starts seeing other guys, or your boyfriend starts seeing other girls. That is what is being cucked is, you know. It's like you're unaware of what is happening behind your back, and that is the end result. But paying for a gacha or to watch a VTuber, you know, like making donations to a VTuber, and then learning that they have a boyfriend, it's not getting cucked. Because you're not, like that sounds so obvious to me, you know? That sounds so, it's like basic science, guys, you know. Like, to me, the people that start there, I think they just have a fetish, you know, pretty much. They just have a fetish. Just remembered what happened with Mikeneko Mafu. Oh yeah, that story, yes, when their relationship was being made public, and then it got really ugly, you know, because there is this idol culture in Japan that, honestly, I don't like it. It's a bit ugly, you know. Like, the idol culture of Japan is an example of a type of culture that I think is really toxic, you know, when you take it literally, you know. Like how a performer has to be an idol, she has to be pure. In order to be pure, it means that you shouldn't have a boyfriend, that you should stay a virgin all of your life, because you have to be respectful to your fan base. I think this concept, I don't like it, you know. I don't, you know. Because in real life, that's not how it works. Clearly not. Was that the tweets? Should pay attention though, because I don't want to show things I don't want to show, Kuma. Pretty much. But yes, that's such... People are so weird about it. People are so weird about it, about this idea that that's not what NTR is. That's not what Netorare is. That's not what being a cock is. Like, what? Okay, the tweet was... so I'm forgetting I should play the game, you know. Like, there is a game I wanted to play today, but I guess, like, so many things happened. Today, here, Kuma, the tweet that I answered to, because this tweet make like a lot of likes and stuff, where they said some people still don't realize that every VTuber is dating or married already. I mean, obviously it's an exaggeration, because you see a lot of the comments on this tweet are people saying, oh, really? I wasn't aware of that, you know? Like, in the sense, VTuber themselves that are single and commenting that, oh, I wish that was true, you know? Pretty much, but yes, pretty much this realization that VTubers may be dating or being married. And then I was like, in jest, like I said, like, I have my harem, you know? Like I said it in the past, they're here right now, like, you know? Next to me there is my bed, and all of my waifus are sitting next to me. And there is someone currently right now that is taking care of my needs below my desk. So, yes, I apologize, guys, if it's a big disappointment to you. I announced it in the past, but I'm taken. I have a lot of people in my harem already, you know. Maybe you could try to join it eventually, who knows? Because my harem still has open slots. But yes, I have a harem. Wasn't that a big drama of a weather lady marrying a tennis guy? But eventually, which tennis guy? If you can give me the name of the tennis guy, maybe I could think about what you mean, you know, Boris, because I follow a lot of tennis. Unless the tennis guy is a low-ranked, out of the top 100 guy, but I guess I know a lot about tennis player. But eventually people accepted it, and she's back with the weather idols. I see. Yes, I think it's such a weird concept to me. The idol culture, and also this idea that you're building some type of relationship with people by watching their stream or by watching them perform is... I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. To me, if it's really how you see it and what you do, you should get helped. You should get helped. I'm not joking. If you think that learning that X or Y VTuber getting married or having a boyfriend is a bad thing for you, to the point it ruins your day, yes, get help. Get help. If anything, to me, my big complaint about it, that's why I didn't like this idea when VTubers started to mix IRL thing with their characters. And again, I wish I could say that it was only a Western thing, you know, because Western VTubers started to push that even more by doing IRL reveal, face reveals, sharing cosplay pics and stuff, you know, like sharing the real side. But it is something that started with Japanese VTubers too, you know. Like Japanese VTubers started talking about their real life too. I remember how in Love Live, males didn't exist. Some people think that if a girl reads your super chat, it means you're married now. Yes, but to me, it's really, it's like, maybe it's my brain, how my brain works. Like, maybe just like how my brain works. But to me, it would never go into my mind that because I speak to a VTuber or a streamer, I have a chance to be in a relationship with them, you know. I don't know, you know, if I wanted to flirt with someone, I go directly to them, you know, like if I want to try to, if I want to be bold, you know, because I like to flirt with people from time to time. If I want to be bold and try to see if I could try to build some kind of connection with a specific person, whether it is a VTuber and stuff, I guess I would try to approach them, but like for example in another context, you know, like for example joining a VTuber servers, trying to see if there could be some connection in a natural way, obviously organic way, you know, because you shouldn't be pushy, you shouldn't start to be creepy or a weirdo, obviously, but in a stream doesn't make sense to me. If your favorite VTubers once talked with a man, then that means they are having sex behind your back, yes. And that means that you're paying for their condoms! You're paying for their condoms, guys! Do you realize that? Oh my god. You're paying for their condoms! Nobody is paying for my condoms, though. Even though, like, I always do it raw, you know. I don't need condoms, you know. Like, nobody is paying for my condoms, but I don't need condoms. I do it raw with my harem, you know. Pretty much. Pretty much, kuma. Water. Okay, I think I did enough of yapping, you know, about the thing, you know. I just wanted to yap a bit and just to tell you, I told you so. What if it's a VTuber with 0 views? So are you talking about me, Borisi? I'm joking, obviously. I'm joking. But, yes, I don't know. I don't know, Kuma. I mean, there is a target for everything. And no matter who you are, you will get fans. You will get people watching you. I truly believe that. No matter who you are, if you have an interest into streaming, whether it is being a streamer or VTuber, you will find people, you know. It's just like for some people, it's slower than for other people, but it is what it is. Damn, I was thirsty again. I was thirsty. Okay. I think I want to jump into the game, yes. I actually connected my older controller, you know, because I'm gonna play a shmup today that is called Ordyne. I think that I can show you the cover, I think, because I had something here. I actually, sorry, every time I drink, I feel like burping, but you know, I'm not a big burper, you know, like when I burp, you don't hear my burp, you know, like I'm not burping, it's just like I have something happening, like in my throat and stuff and in my belly, but you can hear the burp, you know, you will never hear me burp, I guess, unless it's a complete accident. Where's the thing? Where was the thing? All right, here, pause, play. This is the game I'm going to play today. Actually, this is the TurboGrafx version of the game, because that game, Ordyne, which is a Japanese arcade game, a Japanese shmup, and even in a specific genre that we call cute them-ups, you know. They're called cute them-ups because the characters in games and the visuals and the aesthetics are more on the cutesy side. Even though I'm not a big fan of this specific cover, because you will see why, they actually changed the characters, you know. This is the original PC engine, because the TurboGrafx 16 is the name of the PC engine in when it released in America, you know. Like usually I call it PC engine, you know, because I think PC engine or PC engine, as they pronounce it in Japanese, is a cooler name. And here, as you can see, cutesy type of characters, type of design. Actually, that guy, for some reason, like before, like the first time I saw the Ordyne cover, I assumed she may be a lolly, but he's just a guy, you know. He's a guy. He's actually a scientist, a mad scientist. And this is his Chinese friend, you know. And before you say, hold up, Eureka, is he really Chinese? He is. In the lore, this guy is Chinese, you know, pretty much. So this is the Japanese cover of the game, Ordyne. from the PC Engine, and then when it released in the West, and it's really hilarious that they did that, because back then, oh my god, when games released in America, they were doing American things, you know. Why? Tell me why, guys. This Chinese guy, why did they made this Chinese guy blonde? Why did he become blonde? Nani? What happened here? Like here, the guy is Chinese, like Chinese assistant actually in the lore of the mad scientist, and then America, they change it. I have a hiccup like that whenever I drink cold soda. Yes, same for me. Even though I stopped soda a long time ago, like it's been years, I haven't been consistently drinking soda, but even with water, you know. Have you seen the cover? Like, what is that? Hold up. Like, this guy, even the scientist, the way they change it is already weird. Like, they gave him blue eyes. Blue eyes, and that guy is blonde. Hold up. What are they trying to say now? Why did this guy, this Chinese guy, became a blonde American probably? And why did this guy become a guy with blue eyes? What is happening here? Do you remember protagonists from older anime had male friends, but now they are lone dudes? What's the deal with that? Protagonists from older animes had male friends, but by protagonist, Borisud, do you mean male protagonist or do you mean female protagonist? Because I mean, I would argue in shonen anime, it's still happening, you know, because it's always about the power of friendship and stuff. In most shonen manga and anime, if the protagonist is male, they usually will have friends, male friends, you know. So I guess it's still a thing. Male protas. Now, if you're talking about other animes, I'm trying to think. What was the last anime I watched with a male protagonist? Because I feel most of the anime these days are with female protagonists, you know. Like, if I look at the anime I'm watching this season, I'm watching City, the animation. City, the three main characters of City, are females. I'm watching Yofukashi no Uta, and the female protagonist is obviously a vampire, Nazuna, but the male protagonist, Yamariko, he has friends, you know. He's actually friends with the blonde guy, so he's not like without friends. Then other example, I watched Takopi, but Takopi is, I guess the guy with glasses doesn't have friends. I mean, I'm trying to think if there is a pattern. Yeah, but not shonen. Okay, so you mean not in shonen, in other animes. I guess if you want to push the harem aesthetic, I guess, or like some kind of love triangle, or adding love interest into an anime, it's better when the protagonist is single. I assume, Kuma. Okay. What I wanted to say though, just checking something here. Right. Yes, to me this type of stuff anyway, it's really, I would have to actually check any chart and see all of the animes, like the progression of the anime year by year, to see if I can notice a pattern, you know. You know how, for example, one of the most known pattern in the evolution of modern anime, I mean, everyone knows that there was a pre and a post Sword Art Online era, you know. There was the anime industry before Sword Art Online, and then there was the anime industry after Sword Art Online. And I say that I don't like SAO, you know. I didn't like it. I think the anime is mid, you know. It's mid. But it had such a big impact on the industry, notably with the push towards the popularity of isekai, you know. If you look before the 2010s, you would really have a hard time to find isekai anime, you know. Pretty much. Cock, ass, what is it? Why are you getting horny again, Borisu? Why? And this is actually my favorite cover, though, you know. As you can see it here, my favorite cover of Ordyne, this is the arcade cover, you know. And this is the one I like the most, because the one that has the best character design, because I like the look, the silly look, you know. Cute and silly look of the characters. I like the colors, how they're drawn, their shape. And I think it's a pretty sick arcade flyer, if you ask me. And obviously, it's a game released by Namco. SAO killed the isekai and killed the medieval setting anime. Yes. I think, obviously, it did a lot of bad things. But really, nowadays, I hate the isekai trope, you know. What they did with isekai, I think isekai are bland as fuck. For the most part, you know. But that's my opinion, Kuma, as always. Anyway, Kuma, let's get into the game. I guess I can pause that. I did a lot of yapping today, that was fun. Really fun, Kuma. Let me put it on. I think I'm gonna start... I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you want me to start with? What do you want me to start with? Because I have the arcade version of the game, and I have the PC Engine version of the game. And I planned to try out the two versions on stream today. Do you want me to start with this one, the arcade version, or do you want me to start with this one, the PC Engine version? Which one? I wish I could make a poll. How do you even make a poll on YouTube or Twitch? I don't know how to make a poll. Here maybe? Oh, on YouTube it works. I guess I should have done it earlier. Which version of Ordyne should I try first? Arcades, PC Engine. Because I always say PC Engine. I don't say, does it work though? Like it's loading now. Oh, that's how it works. Can I click on my weird? It's actually interesting how it displays in the, oh, it even shows on my chat. But what if I want to do it in Twitch too? Is it even possible? Like, are there polls on Twitch? What is this? Isekai'd into Eureka's bathroom. Oh my god. It's pretty funny because they had, like, before the stream, like I was telling that at the beginning of the stream, a few minutes before the stream, like I had to wait with my mother because there was a guy that was coming to replace a faucet from the sink in the bathroom, you know. Like, he replaced it. And it's really funny because, you know, he actually downgraded it, you know. The faucet of the sink, because we got a really small sink in the bathroom, you know. Because at least that's how it works in European countries. Like, I don't know how it is in other countries. But in European countries, for the most part, the toilet is separated from the bathroom, actually. Like, I'm talking about, like, the toilet specifically, you know. It has a small sink with the faucet was leaking. So we replaced it. But since he didn't have the same type of faucet with him, from the stuff he looked at, he picked an older one, you know, like the older type that you have to turn with your hands, pretty much, you know, the old-fashioned one. So now we got an old-fashioned faucet on the toilet, pretty much. Okay. But how do I make a poll on YouTube? I mean, not on YouTube, on Twitch. Maybe if I look on Twitter. I mean, not on Twitter, on Firefox. How to make a poll on Twitter. By the way, Eureka, I have you in the background during a meeting in the office. Oh, really? During a meeting? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Pay attention, by the way, Coffee, because if I get too unhinged, like, I wouldn't want you to get fired because I say something crazy, you know? I wouldn't want you to get fired if I say something too crazy or unhinged. Or if I start showing, you know, if I start showing, you know, not this, but do I have fan service on the day? Do I have something fan servicey that I can show? I think, Kuma, I always have to double check, you know, because I don't want to click on a picture and then it ends up being way too lewd, Kuma. I think this one should be okay, right? I think this one should be okay, right? It's a cool one. I like it. I like the black aesthetic, you know. I think it goes really well, especially with the color, you know. Green hair, green yellowish hair, yellow eyes, and then goes really well. Eureka on the big screen on the meeting room, you know. Like, you should show that to your meeting room guys, you know. You're all working right now, guys. You're all working. That's a fan-made outfit, exactly. I like it. Okay. Did people answer my poll, though? PC Engine. Okay, I'm gonna pick it. How do I end poll? I guess like this. Ending. 1 vote. But it's enough. 3 votes? Really? I only saw 1 vote. Now it's sending me 3 votes. Okay. Let's try. Let's start with the first one. Let me just remove these. Does my controller work though? Remove that. なるほどね. Oh my god. I avoided a disaster, but I have to clean now. Damn, I always do the same mistake. When I put my glass... Oh my god, I should fix that. Wait. Wait for it, Kuma. I squirted my water all over the ground. I squirted. Did you hear that? I think I got something to clean. I squirted. Oh my god. It's a miracle that the glass didn't fall down on the ground. Oh my god, Kuma. I squirted. Why? That was a big squirt. No, I squirted. That was a big squirt. Wait. Oh my god. It's okay though, I avoided a disaster, but I'm cleaning now. I'm cleaning. Oh my god. That's a lot of juice. That's a lot of Eureka juice, I guess. Okay. Oh my god. Clean this. Oh, you heard it! Oh my... I was wondering if you heard it, guys, because I was like, oh, maybe they didn't hear it, you know. That was too low. Maybe they didn't hear it, but it did a big sploosh. It did a big one, so... Oh my god. Okay. I think I cleaned everything. You know, that's my lucky day. That's actually quite lucky. I'm gonna tell you why. Because obviously I spilled all the water on the ground, but my glass didn't break because it didn't fall down on the ground, and the water didn't go on anything dangerous, you know, or anything I wouldn't want it to go, you know. Damn, my desk is a mess. I have so many things on my desk, you know. Guess I can move this though. Oh my god. I'm really I really am a hickey neat, huh? You know, that's really like hickey neat behavior. The spill. Okay, I think everything is ready, guys. Okay. My apologies for the technical issues. Okay, my old controllers still work, so I think the PC Engine version is, yes, this one. Let's go. Let's go, Kuma. So this one is a port, actually. It's a port of the arcade game. And you're gonna see, you can already see it now by the colors. You know how the sky is blue, but really a deep blue, you know. That is a typical PC Engine colors. The color palette in PC Engine games, for the most part, is really vibrant. And by the way, here there is no audio. Like, it's the same in the arcade version. I don't know why they don't have any audio in the demo introduction menu. I don't know why, but I guess they put it like this. Oh, here it's a demo. But no spoilers. I'm gonna show you now. Let me just move a little bit like this. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. It's a Zoom meeting and you're on my phone on earphones. Oh, okay. Naruhodo ne, because oh my god. Again, you should be careful, guys, because if I do say something really unhinged, it can happen, you know. You wouldn't want that to be heard by people that aren't ready for the Eureka experience. Let's go, round one. Let's see if I remember how to play shoot them ups, by the way, shmups. Oh my god, did I get hit already? What? Did I get hit already? How did it happen? Also, feel free to tell me, guys, if the audio is good, you know. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can use bombs too. And every time you buy that's what I like about this game. There are shops. There are shops. The pic was quite funny. Be careful, what if I show something like this? Yes! I mean, in my case, you know, I don't care. If you watch Eureka stream, you're taking a risk, you know. That's a disclaimer. If you watch Eureka stream, you're taking a risk. You know, you're taking a risk. That's it. That's the experience. Oh, I got it. Gimme this. Nice. Oh, are those dolphins? They're dolphins, right? Oh, where are my points? I like how the game looks, you know. I think it looks nice for a PC Engine games. Obviously, it's a bit different in the aesthetic compared to the arcade games that I'm going to show you after I play this game. I actually want to see... Oh, damn. Second life lost. I actually want to see if I can beat it, you know. Because I think there are 7 stages. Oh, the screen moves. I forgot about that. You can go down like this. Since the screen isn't as big as in the arcade game, you have to move to see the other part of the screen. Okay, there is a shop. What should I pick? Speed up, 3-way shot, shooting through burner. I kinda wanna pick that, right? I picked it. Let's see what it does. Oh, damn. It shoots both ways. Oh. Oh. Oh, is that a boss? It's the boss, right? Oh, it's not... What? Where do I shoot him? Okay, wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. What does he do? Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Oh no, don't... Damn, I have to dodge what he's shooting and dodge the big shots like this. What is... Is that? I did it! Was that the stage 1? That was a stage 1? Oh my god, I did it! Okay. Okay. Are those dolphins again? I started to wonder, can I pose? Oh, you can pose. You can pose, obviously, because it's the it's a console port, you know. Because you know, obviously, how in arcade games, when you put your coin and you start playing the game, you can't pose, you know, because they don't want you to stay. Sorry, Gomen. They don't want you to stay on the arcade cabinet for too long, and also they want you to lose, so you put another coin, you know. So that's why you can't really pose on arcade games, but on a console port, since you're not putting coins anyway, they give you a pose, you know. What is that, though? Oh? You can challenge? Okay. Oh, I press... Okay, it's... I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, guys, I pressed the wrong button. I can't sell it. Damn, I should... Oh my god. I shouldn't forget about the bombs. Is the audio alright, by the way, guys? Because if it's a bit too loud, I can drop it down a bit. What? What was this? I guess I should just dodge them. You can't really kill those things. Okay. Dodging balls. How old do you think your audience is on average? Late 20s, early 30s, I think. Late 20s. I will say late 20s. For sure. For sure, at least, you know. I would be surprised if it's younger than that, you know. I would be surprised. Because the Zoomers, oh my god. They're getting filtered. Game over. So I have to pee. Okay, I'll be back. Just give me 2 minutes, I have to pee. I drink too much water. But yes, if you ask me, late 20s. Pause. Pause. Let me just take a quick break, guys. I have to pee. I'll be right back. I mean, I put 5 minutes. It's going to be shorter than that. I'll be back. Wow, I'm back. Sorry for the longer break. I think it was actually closer to 5 minutes. Because actually after peeing, I grabbed something to eat, because I felt like I was still a little bit hungry. So I grabbed something that I ate just before coming back. You spilled most of it though. Not most of it, I spilled everything, Everything fell down into the ground, everything. The glass actually was really at the border of my desk, like the glass, my glass of water just stopped before falling down, Like it could have been a disaster if it fell down completely, because I would have had to start cleaning all the shards and stuff. So I guess I avoided a complete disaster, because water in itself, it's not really dangerous, like it's just water, but it's what you can get with water when it starts falling down into places you wouldn't want for it to fall down, of course. Let's try again, I didn't get the continue because I wanted to try again, but let's go. Let's focus. So you can move the thing like this. Nice! I got 2 of them. Nice. There are those guys. Oh my god, I already lost a life. Should pay attention about their size, Okay, I missed one, but I got this. Got to the shop too. Oh, is that Pac-Man? I just noticed it's Pac-Man. The stock bomber icon. I kinda wanna pick Pac-Man. I'm a Pac-Man fan after all. Stock bomber. What is that? Oh, it's a shield? Is that a shield? What? That's cool. Yeah, it seems like a shield. But I wonder how long it lasts, Because it feels like the things are coming to me. Oh, is that the boss? Look, I already see the boss down here. I wonder if you can kill it before... Oh, damn, it doesn't protect you against a full-blown hit. Oh my... That's a disaster. Okay, I want to die. Let me die. I have to retry here. Let me die. I will skip the continue, Here, I'm still in the discovering phase, But the game is fun. I liked it. Push the run button. Can I skip it quickly though? Okay, let's restart. It really does feel like when you pick the Pac-Man icon, you get some kind of shield that protects you against projectiles, but it doesn't protect you against a full-blown hit. What has been the most silly VTuber drama since the start of VTubers? That's a good question. Silly? I would tell you every single drama is silly, I would tell you every single one is silly, but I'm trying to think and... I don't know. To me, honestly, the Taiwan incident, if you ask me, the Taiwan incident, because the way it happens, like how it was literally just a Coco and... Was it Hachama who did it? What was the other person? Hachama, right? Don't remember. I think it was both of them. But yes, how it happened, because they just showed Google stats, They just showed Google stats on stream. They weren't even trying. Yes, Hachama, Akai Hato, exactly, That's so my memory about it is good, because obviously most of the time when I think about the Taiwan incident, I associate it with Coco, because obviously the person who lost quote unquote the most from it was Coco, because she ended up leaving Hololive because the hate, and here the word is really appropriate. The hate she got from the specific part of the Chinese fan base that was really against her was really big, That was really big. Hachama chama, yes. Yes. She also had to deal with that. But Coco, at some point, it was crazy, It was crazy. And that's why I think it's silly, because whether it was Hachama or Coco, they weren't trying to make any kind of... Am I losing frames, by the way? They weren't trying to make any kind of political statements, They only showed Google statistic on stream. And because of that, it's like of those butterfly effects, It was really a butterfly effect. Just because they showed this, there is a word line. There is a word line where Coco, to this day, is still streaming at Hololive because she never showed that statistic, that pulse, pretty much, So yeah, to me it would be the most silly, because the fact that people got pissed, by that is insane to me, And how the people against Coco, they literally try to kill her stream, Like, you should look it up, the story, if you are not acquainted with the Taiwan incident, but she really got bullied, hard bullied for it, She was constantly getting bullied, with people trying to, parasite her streams, trying to don't let the other people talk in her stream. It was really insane at some point, No, yes. Coco never leaving Hololive, only Gura graduates from Holo EN, ? I wonder, I wonder how it would have evolved. I will tell you that maybe she would have left at some point, because Hololive is really old-fashioned. It's really an old-fashioned, or should I say classic, traditional Japanese company, in the way they do things, So you have to follow their rules. You have to be to follow the Japanese mentality. So if you're a bit unhinged, for example, like Coco was, in trying to push the boundaries of VTubing, obviously it wouldn't always suit well with the Japanese executives, Because even to cover on Hololive, they're the cleanest, quote-unquote, of the lot. And again, I'm making a lot of mistake. Even though they're the cleanest of the lot, they're old-fashioned, Kind of like Nintendo. Like, I would compare, sorry, damn, what? Why am I struggling? Nani? Am I crashing? What? I think there's something going on with my computer, guys. What is that? Is this because I have something on my background? No, don't open this. Red pill me on Achan. Do you want me to red pill you on everything? I could give you a lot of red pills, guys, Very high OBS, very high VTube Studio. The other things are very low. Why does it take so much? What? Nani? Weird. I feel like my CPU is dying. Okay. I guess let's continue. Hope my computer won't die. Could be a Windows update too, yes. Those are annoying. But to me, a big red pill about Hololive is that I can give you guys. I mean, I said it in the past. I think people are too wholesome, regarding what they think on, I guess, their relationship with Hololive, Kind of like how Nintendo fans are with Nintendo, you know. Since they're fans and big fanatics too, they will always try to tell you that HoloLive and cover, they can't do anything bad, you know. Like usually when there is something happening with performers graduating, or like some stuff happens, you know, because even HoloLive had his fair share of drama, they will tell you it's not HoloLive fault, you know. They will tell you they try to do their best for the performers and they try to make it work, you know. But I think that every corporation, they deserve criticism, you know. They do. They do, Kuma. Damn, killing him with just with the shot like this is a bit annoying. Am I dead? I think I'm dead, right? Oh my god. That was a bad run. Uninstall that virus from your computer, Eureka. Are you talking about me? Are you talking about me, Kuma? I'm not a virus, you know. Should I uninstall myself? Maybe I could, you know. Maybe I should be uninstalling myself to save my computer from my craziness. Okay, let's try again. I want to try to beat this game. Funny how the best run I did so far is the first one. Damn it, I can't get the double 1000 now. Okay. Okay. By the way, it's been a while I haven't played shmups, you know. As with many things. Okay, nice, I got some coins. But I can't get the bomber. I think I will. What if I save money? I almost feel like it's smarter to save money for the boss. Because there is a second shop. Love the song. Do you mean from the game? I think it's a cool one too. Cool music. But even though I think the arcade version is better, you know, because I'm going to show you the arcade version, guys, after that. Okay. Oh, he's here. Can I kill him already? Oh, you can shoot. Oh, oh my god, that was a mistake. If I can't see the dolphin, I should pay attention. Guess I shouldn't go too low. Oh, I missed it. I missed it again. It's hard to kill everyone. Will you be playing Burnya Man? Oh, that could be fun. That could be fun. You should remind me that. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm doing so bad. You should remind me that, Borisu. I could play it at some point. I think this, right? Look at the portrait, you know. When you go to the shop, you have a little portrait of yourself. And I think the girl who is selling you stuff is called Miyuki. Miyuki-chan. Oh, I should wait for... I guess. Okay, wait. 2 hits! Only 2 hits! The other day you told me to remind you of Burnya. I mean, not today. I mean the future. In the future. You know. Or maybe I could try to set it up for tomorrow. I will see. Give me some coins. Give me some coins. No! Oh. Oh? 1000, okay. Push after 3 seconds. Okay. Burner? Oh, did I got using now? Using now? What do they mean by that? I pressed yes, but what do they mean by that? Does it mean I can use it later? But how do I use it later? That's the thing. burner seems really strong in this game, you know. Oh, it's actually a timer for the... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no! Not this! I touched the sailing! Touch the sailing, Kuma. And obviously when you die in a shmup, you lose all of your power-ups, you know. Let's see if I can get to the second boss at least, before dying. I also shouldn't forget that I have bombs. Oh my... That little bitch. Have you seen what happened? Just before he died... Just before he died... Oh my god, I want to keep my continuous... I want to try to see... if I can at least... beat 2 rounds... before starting to use continues. I want to see that. So let's try again. I'll get better at it. Nice. 1000. Then you do this again. You get it. I can do it. Level 1 is easy, you know. Should be able to beat level 1, round 1, without losing a life. That's what I should do. It's also just that in this type of games where... So that girl is called a Miyuki-chan, you know, in the lore. But I think I will save again. I want to save my money for the next shop. Lost it. 1000. Oh, can I shoot at those? Oh my god, I should pay attention at the... Yes, I don't want to do the same mistake. Let me shoot at the fish. Let me kill those fishes. Please. Maybe I could try. I don't know if it hits him from below. I mean, from high like this. Okay, I guess I'm... Oh! Pay attention. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're shooting. They're shooting a lot. 1000. I got it. Nice. 7000 points. 1000 again. 8000. Oh, I missed one. Oh, they're going so fast. It's hard to use bombs quickly here. When you mash the bombs, they still take some time to... Oh. Oh, I could pick the 3-way shot. But... Okay, let me try it. I want to try new stuff. Let me try it. I hope it's effective against the boss, though. Okay, I haven't lost a life yet. That's good. So let's wait. Let's wait. Okay. Oh my god. I think maybe that wasn't the best choice, guys. Maybe that wasn't the best choice. Oh my god. Okay. Don't shoot at me. Oh my god, that wasn't the best. I should have picked the burner. Burner seems buffed. Yes, that wasn't the best choice. It's not that the boss is weak. It's that the burner power-up is strong. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I didn't. Like, I tried to shoot at the center. I don't know if there are other places where he's weak. Come on. That was close. That was close. He almost killed me here. He almost killed me here. No, no. Oh my, why did I went up? I was doing well. Why did I went up? Why did I went... Okay, he's dead. He's dead, but now I know, guys, that I should pick burner. I should pick the burner power-up. Because it's way stronger than what was that weak as shit, you know. Oh, I got another achievement, though. Weird. Is it because I killed him without the burner? Okay, nice. Oh my god. Let's go here. Let's do a spin. It's a slot, pretty much. It's a gacha. Push. Pon. Jackpot! Oh my god, I got 100,000 crystals! I got a jackpot! I'm rich! Oh my god, quickly, focus! Oh my... Don't kill me. I got a jackpot! I got a shit ton of money! Oh my god, what am I gonna do with all of this? 100,000 crystals is a lot. Okay, this is the part where you have to dodge, I guess. Slowly? Slowly? Don't get hit by the... Oh my god, don't get hit by the... You know. No, no, no! Oh my god, that was... Oh my god. Dodging. And they're not shooting a lot, so it's not that it's hard to dodge. It's just like I'm a bit clunky with my moves here. Okay. $1,000? Oh, those guys. Oh my god. Those guys. Oh, now they're... Oh, I'm glad they don't go from behind. Oh, come on. That was a dumb death. Come on. Come on, Kuma. That was a dumb death. Come on, Kuma. I got the jackpot. Still got the money though. What? 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 Who was that guy? He was biting my ass. I guess I would pick burner. If I can kill this guy with the burner, that could help. Because fuck this guy. Damn, that is my last life. That is my last life. I want to get to the boss. Okay. Okay, I don't care about those yellow guys anyway. Okay. Oh my... Give me the money. Please. Give me the money. Oh, the shop. The shop is here. Let's go to the shop. Oh. Is my ship... Is that alive? White Buster? It feels like it's alive, right? White Buster... My theory is that this... Oh, you know what? I want to pick it. I'm curious. That's alive. I knew it. I don't know if that was the best choice. Oh my god, leave me alone. A turtle? What? Oh, no, no. Oh, I'm still alive. Okay. Bomb. Oh my... That was alive. I had a feeling, you know. You know what? I will start from the beginning again. I will start from the beginning again. Oh my god. That was alive. I had this feeling it was going to be alive. So just let me do something real quick here. Real quick. Okay. Okay. Let's try again. Now I know, because I'm learning about the power-ups too, you know. I'm learning about the power-ups, you know. I haven't read the manual. The manual looked boring to me, you know. It's one of those games, I mean, I think on the PC Engine, they were really making manuals like computer manuals, you know. Nice. Nice too. Let's try again. I think it's a fun game though. I also shouldn't forget to... I facepalmed here. I did a big ass facepalm. What was that? From behind. What was that? I got hit from behind. Okay. Oh. Oh my god, I am too greedy. I am too greedy, Kuma. It looks fun. Yes, it is. It is fun. It is fun, but I'm so bad at... Oh my god. You know what I want? Let me reset. Let me reset, Kuma. That is a bad run. Let me reset. But yes, it looks fun, and I like how it looks, actually. You know. Especially for a PC Engine port. Because it's the PC Engine port of the arcade game. I like how it looks. Okay. 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 3,000. Like I said, I should at least try to beat round 1 without losing a life. Because it's not a hard round to beat, you know, as you can see. Nice. I will skip the shop. I will skip this shop because I want to keep my money. I wish I could get the jackpot again, though. The dolphin. Don't get hit by the dolphins. It really does seem some of those enemies, when you kill them in a streak, they give you points, and then you have other enemies, they give you nothing. Oh, I couldn't get the money. Okay, don't... I was going to say don't be too greedy. Oh my god, they go so fast when... They go so fast when they rush at you. They go so fast. Let me pick the burner this time. I lost 2 lives. Just because I was going too fast. And they were going too fast too. Okay, don't use it yet. So I guess we can kill him with 2 shots. What? Okay, 4 shots this time. I think this shot is so strong because it's a piercing shot, you know. So you're literally blowing up the ship in front of you. Like, I don't know if it would work as well against the turtle, you know, in this level. Money. Money. Go here. Let's try to get the jackpot again. Yes. $5,000. That's not 100,000, but I will take it. It's some money, I will take it. Oh my god, and then you it makes you respawn at the middle like that. Okay, nice. Damn, like, the way you die in shmups, it's so brutal, you know? It's like 1 hit, dead. And it can happen anytime. And obviously this yellow thing is behind the ball, so I can't really kill them easily. That's the thing. Can't kill them easily. Alright. Oh my god, they shoot from behind. That's how I died like last time. Those helicopters, they... Kill this guy, kill this... What? They take so many hits to die. Oh my god. Okay, he's dead. Oh, not those guys again. There are a ton of them. I'm getting more money though. That's cool. Also, do you know? Oh no, no. Oh my god, this guy, focus. Oh my god. Nice. Nice. Burner, right? Speed up is you're getting faster, I guess? Speed up could be interesting though. Because I know that in those games, even though I don't know if you can keep increasing the stat, but I kinda wanna get faster, guys. I think I will pick it. Because sometimes you want to dodge stuff. Like here I'm a bit faster now. That could help. Let me get a bit faster. Yes, because if I keep being so slow when the game gets more crazy, that wouldn't be a bad thing to get more speed, you know. Especially if I can keep increasing it, you know. Like right now, I already feel better into moving. Yes, it feels way better this way. I did the right choice. Oh my god, that was a dumb death. White Buster. Let me try the White Buster. Like in Gradius, don't overdo it, because it becomes hard to control if you have too much speed. I see. Oh my god, this shot. Oh my... Those guys that bites you... Okay, I will use the continue now. Those guys that are biting you, they're going so fast. They're going so fast, Kuma. And you did die a few times already due to being too slow. Yes, indeed. Indeed, Kuma. Yes, I should learn about how to properly play this type of games, you know. Not fast enough, yes. Push. I got the burner again. Using now. What if I say no, though? If I say no, does it mean I keep it for later? I'm curious to try, but... I mean, I feel like if you say no, it just means that you're not using it at all, right? Because I don't know why they say using it now, you know. When you say now, it implies that you can choose to use it later. But I don't know if it's because of a mistranslation of the game. Because the game, obviously, is a Japanese game. Like, it only released in Japan, by the way. Even though I'm not sure, maybe the PC Engine version got English release. I think it got it, yes. Would make sense, because I showed you the TurboGrafx... Are you serious? I'm losing lives in such a dumb way. The burner. Yes, it's a piercing shot. Okay. Okay. The burner is really strong, you know. That may be the strongest weapon of this game. No, come on. Don't make me lose lives like that. Okay. Focus. Oh my... Leave me alone. Leave me. Don't bite my ass. Okay. Oh, look. What? What? That's a ton of money. But I couldn't get all of it. And I skipped a shop. So I couldn't get the speed again. Annoying. Annoying, Kuma. I couldn't get the speed again. Okay, let's see if I can... That is insane. The way they appear... Is that my last life? I think I still have 2 lives, right? White again, I guess? That's the one I picked it last time? What? Die! What is... Okay, they didn't want to die. It seems like it's not strong. Oh. Don't go against the sailing! Oh my god, then he goes up. Okay, let me retry. Let me retry again. Let me retry. And then I could switch to the arcade version too, you know. I could switch to the arcade version because I kind of want to show you the arcade version too, you know. Let's try again. I'm losing lives too easily here. I do wonder if you can get speed in the first shop, you know. Now that I think about it, I didn't pay attention if you could get speed in the first shop. It's also about mashing a lot, you know, if you want to shoot fast. Like, even the bombs are... Oh my god, I lost it. The bombs are slower, you know. Oh, you get the speed up. Okay, restart. You know what? I want to try to get that from the start here, you know. The white bluster to speed up. So let me restart. Let me see if it's doable, actually. Let me see if it's doable, because I want to get speed directly. Oh my... Come on! That's so... Okay, 3,000? I guess if I got the other one, I would have gotten 4,000, but... How do we get more? Is it even possible to get more than... Oh, okay. Come on. Oh, I was so close. Let me restart. I was so close. It's doable. It is doable. Let me do it again. It is doable. I want to get the speed up at the first shop. That's what I want to get. I'm telling you. Okay, 1,000. Okay, I couldn't get here. 3,000. I'm learning, guys. I want to become the strongest VTuber after all. Psycho no VTuber, you know. One of my main goals. Oh no! Again. It's really the way they move in 2 lines. There are 2 ways to go about it. Either you kill the first line quickly, then you go down and you kill the second line, or what I was doing before too is while killing the first line, you use your bombs to kill the second ones, you know. So the 2 at the same time. Like for example here you can kill both. Oh my. 3,000 again. It's also the way the money moves after you kill them. Okay. Dodging. Oh my. Come on. Oh my god, I was so close. I am obsessed by this. I want to get 5,000. Give me 5,000, please. Oh. Come on. 3,000 again. Come on. Come on. So I'm feeling heat, you know. It's really hot today again. I mean, not that hot, but come on. Is it even possible? I think it is. It's just like I'm not doing it well. Maybe. Okay. Come on. Come on, that was good. 4,000. Here, that was a good run. Oh, no, but... Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so brutal. How you can die like this, you know. I know it's how shmups are supposed to be, you know. But I forgot how brutal it could be. Okay. You go towards the money. You should be more bold, like this. And like that. Nice. You should be more bold in your approach. Okay. Okay. Okay, bold. Be bold. Eureka, you can be bold. 5,000, nice. Now I can pick this. Wide bluster to speed up. Exactly what I wanted. I want to get speed, you know. I will try to get speed a second time in the next level, if I can. But I shouldn't die if I want to keep my power-ups, obviously. Okay. Okay. By wide, I assume they're just bigger shots, you know. Like, they hit the same, but they're wider. So it's easier for you to hit enemies. Makes sense, Kuma. Makes sense. Oh my... Focus. Don't... No! Oh my god, that's so... Oh my god. No! 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 Why? 2 lives! 2 lives! 2 lives! Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, last time I restart, actually. Last time I restart. I shouldn't keep restarting, but it's just that... It's also the type of games I'd like to play... Oh my god, I lost one of them. I won't be able to get the white blaster again. And the speed up. And the thing is that the game doesn't necessarily look hard to begin with, but yes, it's really about dodging things. 1,000, nice. Oh, the one at the top. Yes, I thought about it. I should try. I know you can shoot the one at the bottom, but when I tried it before, I got hit by the dolphins, you know. Since the dolphins jumps right away, I don't want to get like a sneaky hit by the dolphin. Because they just whoosh, they go up. It's, oh my god, when they spawn, sometimes they're spawning right at the place where I'm... Oh my god. Don't give up. Continue. I don't care. Continue. Continue, Eureka. Burner. Actually, no. Speed up. Because even though I won't kill the boss as fast, at least I'm getting my speed back. I think I want to do that. Okay. I think you can shoot the things to right, yes. Okay. 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 I can kill him. This one is not that hard to dodge, especially when... Oh, just when I said that. Just when I said that. Come on. Come on. Just when I said that, I got hit. I was saying that it's not that hard to dodge, but there's always that sneaky hit when he goes down, then it starts going up while shooting, and so his shot is going up too, you know. Okay, at least I got back to round 2 again, I guess. Maybe I could get a jackpot. Some money. Okay. Don't get hit by the... okay. 1000? Okay. The burner again. Yes, use it now, because if I don't use it now, I guess I lost it. Let's kill those guys, you know. Okay. No one else in sight. So it's kind of interesting because... Oh, there's a timer anyway. There's a timer, so I guess I should kill them anyway. Okay. I like how the ship moves, you know, like the sprite and stuff. Oh my god. Come on. That's pain. That is pain, Kuma. That is pain. That is my last life again. And I will have to deal with the biters again. The guys who want to bite my ass. Can you kill that guy, please? Okay. Okay. Don't forget about your bombs. He shot... Oh my god. Oh my god. Pause. I have to drink. I wasn't expecting it to be so hard, but again, I'm not the best at, you know, Kuma. Oh, I just realized you joined my server, Coffee. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kuma. Sometime back, I found Eureka on TikTok and ended up joining to watch. Thought I'd take a peek here. Thank you for joining. Thank you. But yes, I should keep sharing clips and shorts on TikTok, you know, because it's a good way to increase, you know, my reach. Kuma. Okay. Okay. Let me just see. What I wanted to do again? Should I try out the arcade version now? You know what I'm gonna do? Because actually I was also curious to do a run of the arcade version because obviously it's the... it is the definitive version of the game, if I can use a word like that, you know, because usually you had the arcade versions and then you had the console ports that to me are always interesting to try out, you know. For sure. So I think what I'm gonna do, let me do a last run this time. Last run where I use all of my continues, you know, in this. And then, after, if I lose, if I don't finish it, I will start the arcade game. That's it. I said it. Said it, Kuma. Oh my god, the ship. You said this ship, right? Oh, you can't shoot him. You can't. I think that's obviously that's the boss, but the boss is like protected before you get to the boss time, you know. Okay, I don't have enough money. Focus, Eureka. Focus. Dolphins. Dolphins. Yes, I feel, because I also tried it. Oh, I like the pose sound. That's a funny sound. I actually tried it before when the ship was below, you know. I tried to shoot towards the ship to see if I could do some damage. But yes, it really does feel that you can't really hurt it, before getting to the boss stage, you know. Okay, turtles. Turtles. Oh my god, they appear here! I should stay behind. That's the thing I noticed too in this game, you know. Like, since the enemies spawn from nothingness, they spawn from the void, you have to be at a place where obviously they can't hurt you. Because if they spawn right into you, I mean, you're a bit fucked. Okay, speed up, right? Better to get some speed, I guess. If I can keep it without getting hit though, you know. I think the game is quite fun though, you know. Okay, wait. Oh, I could shoot this already, right? That's what I should have done. Oh my god, that was close. That was really close. That was a close hit. That was a close hit. Okay, okay. Trying to kill those things, yes. Okay. I'm close, I'm close. I can do it. I can do it, please, please. Keep the speed. If you don't die, Eureka, you will keep the speed. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, come on, come on. Oh, no, no, no. Oh my god, I was scared at the end he was going to shoot again. I think if he shot right now, at the end, I would have gotten... I would have died, you know. Okay, I did it. Killed the boss without getting hit. So I still have my speed. Okay, now focus. Should keep focused. Alright, alright. Oh my god, I can't... I will do the slot again, I guess? Trying, yes. 3, 2, 1, push! Oh, 1,000. So I got my bet back, you know. I got my money back, I guess. That's it. Come on, I was shooting at you. I was shooting at you, stupid fish. I was shooting at you. Come on. Lost my speed again. Okay, focus. Even if I don't have my speed now, I still can get it back, you know. That's also what I should think about, you know. That's not the end of the world if I lose my power-ups, you know. Especially the speed. There is always a point where I guess you can get it back. Okay. Okay. Nice going. Toho, embodiment of Scarlet Devil when? Oh my god. It's true that I want to play Toho games at some point on stream, but I am really bad at them. Oh my god. I could try to challenge, but I'm really bad at them. Disclaimer, guys, you know. But I like Toho and Toho games. For sure. For sure, Kuma. I'm trying to remember. I think I never played the Toho games on stream in the past. Oh my god, when they shoot, when they gangbang on you like that. When they gangbang on you. This stupid bit. This stupid. The money, the money, the money. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh, I got to the shop. Okay. Speed, right? Speed again. Could help. I don't want to be too slow. Okay. Dodging Kuma. And then I think we're getting closer to the boss, right? Oh, those guys again. Those guys again. It was way too calm for me. Oh my... My god. Oh my god. Continue. I said I was going to use the continue this time. No restart. First continue. Let's see if I can at least get to the round 3. Oh, the music. What? Why was the music doing that? So it seems when you do a continue, you start from the beginning of the stage. Pretty much. Is there something wrong with the music, or is it me? What? Okay, I guess I got 5,000. No, no. Oh my, I did the same mistake. I did the same mistake. Don't be too greedy. Okay. Now making memory, wasn't Bulma really smug when young? She was. She was really smug. In some ways, you could see young Bulma as a Mesugaki, you know, especially back in the early Dragon Ball days. But yes, I used to have a big crush on Bulma, believe it or not, you know. Especially to me, peak Bulma was when she was a late teenager, early adult, you know. Like late teenager, early adult Bulma, to me is best Bulma, you know. When she becomes a MILF, I guess she's still quite attractive in some ways, you know. But really for me, like my crush was at the biggest when she was really a late teenager, early adult, you know. Yes. Because of the clothing, because of many things, actually. I like the character, you know. She's a cool character. Okay, don't. You still have 3 lives, Eureka, so you can do that. Oh, why did I... Oh my, this game is brutal. I went right into the lava. All the story happens because of Bulma wanting to wish for a hot boyfriend. Yes, she was... At first she was into Goku, you know, at some point. Remember that... Oh my god, I'm yapping too much. Remember that scene... I always remember that scene. I think it was at the start of Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if it was at the start of Dragon Ball Z or at the end of Dragon Ball, but they met up. They meet up again after a time skip, you know, because I think Goku went to train, and Goku has this big growth spurt, you know, like Goku goes from really small to really big, and they meet up again before the tournament, and Bulma sees Goku. And she noticed he becomes bigger, more handsome, more cooler and stuff. And at that moment, you can see that she has a crush on him in some ways, you know. So there was a time where people wondering if Goku wasn't going to end up with Bulma, actually, you know. Obviously, when you see the story, that's not what happens. But yes, there was a point where she was into Goku somehow, you know. When Goku stops being a midget, exactly. Exactly, Kuma. Damn, I'm so bad at this game. I think it's also maybe I'm not as focused as I should be, guys. I apologize in advance because of that. Vulcan, right? When he stops being a midget, yes. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, okay. Wait. No, come on. Oh my god. You know what, guys? I'm gonna go with the arcade game. Actually. I feel like going into the arcade game because I think my stream, anyway, I didn't want to make my stream as long as usual, you know. Like, these days, I think I can tell you this right now. I will still be streaming, you know, at least once a week. But I'm really in a period where I'm wondering about a lot of stuff, you know. I am quite pensive, Kuma, you know. So, not to say that my mind isn't into VTubing, you know, I am still obsessed with VTubing. After all, I say it's one of my addiction in some way. But yes, I think that I will stream at least once a week. I will try my best at least. Like in the time, I can try to fix some things on the side, but yes. If it wasn't for that, then it would have been the Red Ribbon Army versus Majin Buu. What are you talking about? Are you talking about what they did with the Dragon Ball story? Because obviously there are many things about what happened with the manga, because obviously Toriyama-san, which, by the way, it's still crazy to this day that he's dead, you know, because he has died some years ago now. Was it a year ago or 2 years ago, you know, because I'm really bad at remembering stuff like that when people die. But yes, obviously he has his own way. Like, at the origin, I think the most well-known fact about Dragon Ball is that Toriyama wanted to make Gohan the main character as the aim goal, you know, like as a way to show the transition between father and son. And when you look at the development of Dragon Ball, and especially in the Dragon Ball Z part, so the second part of the manga, like for example with the Cell arc and even the Buu arc, is really setting up Gohan to become the main character, you know, like the successor, the main character. But because Goku was so popular amongst Jump readers, his editor was always pushing him to bring back Goku. And that's why at the end of the day we had this where Goku was always the main character from beginning to the end. And it got to the point that when they started Dragon Ball again with Dragon Ball Super, damn, I can't even pronounce that word. Dragon Ball Super, they made Goku and Vegeta both main characters, you know. Super, yes, Dragon Ball Super. Let's go. Arcade one, Kuma. Doing some testing. You know what's funny about the arcade version, the colors and stuff? For some reason, it reminds me, again, my brain is really Rayman pills, you know? But when I see flashy colors like that, like flashy colors, like this, exactly like this, you know? Flashy colors behind the logo and stuff, I think about Rayman 1. Because Rayman 1, like, when I think of the Rayman 1 screen, it's pretty much, it has flashy colors like that too. But yes. Also, I don't know why they have an introduction, an opening, like in the PC Engine port, but no music. You can't hear the music, you know. Like for example here. And as you can see here in the demo, it's a game that you can play with 2 players, you know. Like if you add a second player, like if a second player joined on the arcade cabinet, you would play with them, you know. Like you would be the Chinese assistant that I showed you before on the cover, you know. Let me put some coin. 3 coins, I guess. Let's go. As you can see, the game looks different, you know. And the game looks more responsive in a way. And also listen to the music. And also the screen, you see all the screen, you know. That's a big difference I noticed with the PC Engine ports. In the PC Engine port, since the screen is smaller, there is a big part, I mean, a specific part of the screen, oh my god, I can't play while yapping. There is a specific part of the screen that you don't see. And the voice clips. There is a specific part of the screen you don't see, you know. Arigatou gozaimashita. Damn, I like Miyuki. Okay. Okay. The dolphins again. And here you can see, look at this. It's easier to aim at the ship, I guess. Try to kill those things here. Because the ship moves up and down. You don't see that on the PC Engine version. Okay. Alright, let me get the money. Let me get the double money. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, let me get it. Don't stay too close though. Oh my god. Oh, I was a bit greedy maybe because I lost the 1000 here. Got some money though. Speed, right? Always go for the speed. There are voice clips in the arcade version. They're not here in the PC Engine version. Oh damn, look at the backgrounds. Oh my god, that was so close. Damn, the arcade version really does look better. Oh my god, that's the way he shot at me. Damn, I got it. Okay, okay. Time to bike home. Oh, that's nice. Biking is nice, Kuma. Nice-oo. I beat it. First stage. I feel like the arcade version is way more responsive, by the way. Way more responsive. Way more responsive. Oh, it's different, right? It's a bit different. 3, 2, 1. Push. 5000. What's another TV show with those kinds of machinery and hot women? Oh, hot women. I don't know. Trying to think, but I don't know. I wouldn't know, Kuma. If you talk about TV show like real TV, I didn't watch a lot of TV shows, actually, you know. If you're talking about those TV shows with real actors and not anime, I didn't watch a lot of those. Oh, it's different. Look at what is this? What? Oh my god. What? You have to. Oh my. That seems hard. Oh my god. Is it really? Oh my god. Like, that wasn't here in the PC Engine version? Let me retry. It's rotating. It's rotating. I use the continue though. Use my continue. Okay. Oh my god. Also, I apologize, guys, again. I feel like I'm not too focused for many reasons, but... Oh, he's shooting. Oh my god. I still wanted to stream today. Especially to trash talk, you know. I mostly wanted to trash talk about V-Shoujo, you know. I remember when I set up my stream, I wanted to play this game, you know. When I said I was going to play Ordyne, that's something I decided before the big drama happens, you know. Tell us more about Vishojo. Yes, I feel like I'm feeling more like talking about them that because I'm not really that focused these days for some reason, you know. I'm not really that focused. But yes, the thing I told you about Vishojo, I told you since the start that they were shady, you know. I told you since the start that they were shady. And people didn't believe me. People thought that it was mostly jealousy, I guess? Or the idea of not liking the concept of Western agencies. But yes, that's the way. I still remember when they announced, like when Vishojo appeared on the scene, I had a really bad feeling about it, and it wasn't only me, you know. It wasn't only Eureka, because the way they marketed themselves and presented themselves in the public, it didn't really felt like a VTuber agency in the traditional sense of the term. Like, it was not the same as, for example, Hololive or even Nijisanji. It felt like kind of like how they do it in the West, you know, like when they started making streamer agencies, like streamers, big streamers, gathering themselves into agencies and stuff. But a lot of them felt fishy. The yapping was fun. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I yap a lot. Yapped a lot today. Kuma. I think I will play until 6:30, you know, guys. I will play until 6:30, you know. I will. Oh damn. Oh damn. I'm not focused. Like, I'm being, like, again, you will never hear Eureka not being honest. You will never hear Eureka not being honest with you guys. I'm not focused because I think about many things, you know, that unfortunately aren't related to VTubing, you know. Still wanted to stream though. Funny noise though. I guess I could pick Vulcan again? Or maybe Wide. I want to see how it looked in this version of the game. Oh, okay. Yes, this shot, I think it's just like, as the name suggests, it's just a wider shot, you know. But the hit, the damage it makes is the same as a normal shot. It's just like it's... Okay, the turtle. Move. Move. The turtle, move. Oh no, come on. How did I hit that? Oh my god. Oh my god, that is a disaster. That is a disaster. Try again. Try again. I'm not focused. I'm not focused. I can't get focused. I guess I will pick Vulcan this time. Oh, actually that's a good one against those guys. That's a good one against those guys. Okay, let's try to kill the guy. Let's try to kill the turtle. Okay. Come. Oh my god. Oh my god, my inputs. My inputs. Oh, he's dead. Okay, I guess he's dead. I guess I killed him. Pose. Pose, 2 seconds. I guess I killed him, which is good. Which is good, Kuma. Which is good. All right. The design you shared, Boris, let me show you. Let me show you guys, since we were talking about Bulma. Let me show you right now. So not this one, but this one. a great one, you know. Like, this design of Bulma is really good, but I also like it, actually I like it when she's a bit older, so late teenage year, and even her design when during the Frieza arc, you know. Her design during the Frieza arc, when she has a long hair in, like, falling down, like in quite the, how could I describe that, you know? But just like, not tied, you know, like falling down, and she has a ribbon. I also like this look for Bulma. But yes, I used to have a crush on Bulma. You know how people, like a lot of people have had a crush on Android 18, you know, the blonde one? In my case, it was always Bulma, you know, like younger Bulma, for sure. Kuma. Next level, I guess. We beat the turtle. Oh, it's a water level. Oh, you can... Okay, you can go up and... In the what? Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't have... Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Oh. Homing missile. Stock bomber. I wanna pick that. What is stock bomber? Nani? Oh, that's... But what? There wasn't any Pac-Man logo this time. Okay. Okay. This level looks cool though. Oh my god, kill this guy. Let me go down. Okay. Let me try to dodge him. Oh my god, like you're slow in the... Oh, you're so slow in the waters. That's why they offered you a water speeds. Oh my god, can I... Oh my god, that's... Game over again. You know what? When I get full game over in this game, like when I waste all of my... Oh, it's over. It's over. I got another pink. Oh yeah, the smug Bulma. She's quite smug here. Let me close that door. Okay. Okay. I think I will try it one last time for today, guys. One last time for today. One last run. One last run. Let's go. Can I skip that though? Nani? One last run. Focus. Okay. Oh, it goes... It really goes far away. It's really the type of game I wish I was I had an arcade stick, you know, to play them. Nope. Let's continue. Also, it feels like it's a type of game that could be fun to play in co-op, you know, since you can add a second player. Nani? Oh, the fishes. Oh my god. Yes, I'm not focused. I apologize, guys. Not focused, Kuma. Okay. 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 I think you'll get 5 continues actually in a run. 5 continues. Damn, here I lost money. You know what? I will pick this. I will pick this because the speed I always end up losing it anyway. Come on! Oh my god, I'm not focused. I'm not focused. Okay. I can still do it, right? That hurts. That hurts. You know what, guys? I think I yapped a lot for today, you know? I think I yapped a lot for today. The thing is now, I don't know what I'm gonna stream tomorrow, to be honest with you. I really don't know what I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Usually, my words, that's when you know I'm not focused. When I'm in that state of mind, you know, where I don't really know what to stream, I'm asking questions about myself, I guess. Usually I try to go for my comfort games, you know. The games I call my comfort games. Like, for example, how I like to play horror games. So Resident Evil, Silent Hill, or how I used to play Rayman in the past. So I don't know. Like, just like that in mind, I have maybe doing a quick run, like trying a new Resident Evil 1 run. Because remember, it's actually one of my challenges from the past, trying to beat the game without saving, you know. I got really close to it, so that could be fun to do. But besides that, I don't have any other idea, you know, of what to do. I will see, you know. I feel like I should stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anyway, this game was really fun, you know. It gives me the urge to try to play other shmups in the future. Even though, like, I should try to think about a way to do it properly, because I like to get better at them. But today it's really like I wasn't focused, you know. To be honest, I wasn't focused. It's easy for me to yap when I'm focused, but when I'm not focused, sorry, but when I have things in my mind, it's hard for me to focus on the game. Yap away, girly pop. Yes, I guess I'm a good yapper. I'm a good yapper, Kuma. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate that you came to see me today, as always, you know. I can tell you again, I should be here tomorrow. If I'm here tomorrow, it's around the same time, you know. And if I'm not here, I apologize, but I will try to be here tomorrow. That would be it for this week, you know. That would be it for this week. I'll try to share a schedule next week. Really, I push myself to share a schedule next week, you know. Some kind of schedule. I will see. My comfort games are Dark Souls and Getting Over It. I see. Oh, yes, Getting Over It. That game. I've seen it many times on stream. I haven't played it myself. And Dark Souls, yes, I know a lot of people that they love playing and replaying Dark Souls, you know. Because obviously those games are good. Anyway, guys, I want to thank Borisu, Bodoke, Coffee, who joined my Discord server, by the way. Thank you very much. And yes, Coffee, and I think I'm not missing anyone, right? Paitu, thank you very much. And as always, if I'm missing someone, I apologize, as always, because sometimes I can miss people even more when I'm not focused like that. And is there something else I wanted to say? Oh yes, if there were any lurkers, as always, thank you very much. I appreciate that you're watching Cute Eureka, as always. So I'm gonna be here tomorrow, I hope. But if I'm not here, going to see you next week. So bye-bye, guys. I'll see you, Eureka. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Kuma. Kuma, kuma. Kuma.